Good evening and welcome to the 2026 Rotary Challenge. I'm Senior Neighborhood Reporter Charles Molyneux with 25 News, and tonight we're going to be picking the brains of the team from West and the reigning champions from Vanguard. Thanks for being with us, folks. We're going to have 2 rounds, popcorn rounds or toss-up rounds, and in between will be our lightning round. So let's get started right away. Thinking caps on, ready to go? Let's start off with our first question. We're at 10 points in literature. This poet honored Abraham Lincoln in When Lilacs Last in a Doorway Bloomed, the collection Leaves of Grass. Okay, looks like we got Vanguard coming in with
Walt Whitman.
That is correct, Walt Whitman. All right, for 15 points in history. The headlight system was created to address labor shortages in fields of this crop. A settler in the colony of Virginia named John Rolfe was for Vanguard.
Tobacco.
That is correct. It is tobacco. Moving to foreign languages. This is for 10 points. What dead language was used by Virgil in Julius Caesar? Yes, Vanguard.
Latin.
Correct. The answer is Latin. Okay, moving to history now. This is for 10 points. This state's sea islands are home to a population that developed a Creole language called Gullah. In what coastal state did the... Okay, looks like Vanguard got in first on that one. That would be...
Louisiana.
Incorrect. In what, continuing the question, in what state did the Civil War begin at Fort Sumter, which is located just outside Charleston? Oh, sorry, we're out of time. The correct answer is South Carolina. All right, moving to science for 10 points. These dinosaurs have a genus name meaning roof lizard because they were once thought to be protected by shingle-like plates. What herbivorous dinosaur had distinctive plates on its back? Well, let's see. It looks like we had Vanguard coming first on this one.
Stegosaurus.
That is correct. Stegosaurus for 10 points. All right, moving to geography. This state's Orcas Island is the largest in its San Juan archipelago. This state's Grand Coulee Dam generates hydroelectric power from the Columbia River. What state's highest point, Mount Rainier, is about 80 Okay, going to Vanguard.
Washington.
That is correct. The state is Washington. For literature, 5 points. A character in this play named Gabriel blows his trumpet in an attempt to open the gates of heaven. In this play, a garbage truck driver refuses to allow his son, Corey. Yes.
Fences.
That is correct. For Vanguard, the play is Fences. Moving to European history, this is for 5 points. Robert Aske led landowners during the Pilgrimage of Grace against this monarch, who feuded with Clement VII over creating the Anglican Church. What? Yes.
Henry VIII.
Correct for Vanguard. 5 points. Henry VIII is the right answer. Let's try some movies. For 5 points, in a film titled For Girls with This Trait, a character is told, "Get in, loser, we're going shopping." A 2011 song by Taylor Swift is titled for what? Okay, looks like Vanguard was first on that one.
Mean Girls.
This trait is mean. That would be correct for 5 points. This faculty, which declines on a curve described by Ebbinghaus, can be strengthened through techniques such as chunking and mnemonics. What faculty is impaired in... Okay, Vanguard?
Memory.
Memory is correct. 15 points for Vanguard. Sticking with science, for 20 points, this quantity is conserved because of time reversal symmetry. Per Noether's theorem, Albert Einstein showed an equivalence between mass and what quantity? Okay, for West?
Energy.
Energy is the correct answer. 20 points for West. How about some American history? This president warned against European colonialism, intervention in Latin America, in his namesake doctrine. Okay, looks like Vanguard got first on that one. That would be?
Monroe.
Monroe is correct. 15 points for Vanguard on that one. Back to literature. This 1848 book, which frames history as a constant class struggle, advocates for the abolition of property. Okay, for Vanguard, that would be?
The Communist Manifesto.
Communist Manifesto is correct. Weather. Where's our weatherman? He'll be coming here later. For 15 points, milder temperatures in Northwest Europe are caused by what ocean current that flows up the east coast of the United States?
Atlantic.
For West, go ahead.
The Atlantic.
That is incorrect. Want to give it a try, Vanguard? The answer is the Gulf Stream. American history for 15 points. In Operation Cyclone, the U.S. sent Stinger missiles to this country's Mujahideen to fight the Soviet invasion. Name this country where the U.S. Yes, West.
Afghanistan.
That is Afghanistan. Correct. All right, American history for 5 points. During a battle where this general's forces protect Mary's Heights, he claimed, "It is well that war is so terrible." What general who was victorious during the 7 days battles surrendered to Grant at Appomattox Courthouse?
Robert E. Lee.
Vanguard, that is correct. Robert E. Lee. All right, math. Ready? You might not need your pads this time. For 10 points, Heron's formula gives this quantity for triangles. For a trapezoid, this quantity is equal to the height times the average of the base length.
Area.
That is correct. The answer is area. Sports. 15 points. This man has won the Australian Open 10 times. Okay, so Vanguard.
Novak Djokovic.
That is correct. Novak Djokovic for 15 points for Vanguard. Looking to science. This molecule winds around histones to form nucleosomes that make up chromatin. Vanguard.
DNA.
That is correct. Deoxyribonucleic acid. 10 points for Vanguard on that one. Let's try some religion for 10 points. This ritual sometimes begins with one party saying, "Bless me, Father." In this ritual, an act... Wes, what do we have?
Confession.
That is confession. Correct. 10 points for West. Going to pop culture. I always love pop culture. In one episode of a show in this franchise, Cozy Glow, Tyrek, and Chrysalis team up. In a movie in this franchise, Sunny teams up with Izzy to reunite with Earth ponies, unicorns, and Pegasi. Looks like Wes got that one first.
Is it My Little Pony?
It is My Little Pony. 15 points for West. European history. We are down to 1 minute now, 1 minute left. This land-based city-state fought the Peloponnesian War against a rival city-state that was the birthplace of democracy. What Greeks? Okay, looks like Vanguard got that one first. That would be?
Sparta. Sparta? Oh.
Ooh, I'll try that again. Wes, want to give that a try? Or shall we continue? What Greek state supported a powerful army that defeated Athens in war? We're gonna.
I heard him say Sparta.
Oh, I thought I heard spider.
Oh, my apologies.
Yeah, okay, the answer is Sparta, so that is correct. I think we have time for one more. Mythology, 10 points. The goddess Pele is present in what archipelago's mythology?
Hawaii.
That is Hawaii. Hawaii is correct. All right, looks like we have time for grammar. 10 points for grammar. What type of sentence consists of two or more independent clauses joined by a coordinating conjunction, as in, I wanted to go outside, but it started raining? The answer is?
A complex sentence.
Okay, that gets a no there. I want to go outside, but it started raining. What kind of sentence?
Compound sentence.
Compound sentence is correct. 10 points for West, and that concludes our time for this segment. We're going to be back with the lightning round right after we take a break.
The deals are real at Colleen Auto. We have just the Ford you're looking for. Trucks, SUVs, or something in between. Come check out our amazing Colleen Hyundai store. Find a sleek Volkswagen at Colleen Volkswagen. We have over 300 used to choose at Colleen Certified, including many options under 20 grand. Ford, Hyundai, Volkswagen, or used, the deals are real at Colleen Auto. ColeenAuto.com.
Stories that matter begin with you. At 25 News, we know that listening is the best way to find out what's really happening in your neighborhood.
And what do you hope happens next?
That's why we're always here, gathering, connecting, sharing at Lake Waco,
I'm here in West.
Reporting from Belmead.
I'm here in Temple.
and following up on the things that matter to you.
I'll stay on the story and keep you updated.
25 News in your neighborhood. Welcome back to the 2026 Rotary Challenge. We're in the quarterfinals, and at the moment, the reigning champions from Vanguard are leading the team from West. Scores 180 to 70 points. We're about to head into our lightning round. Let's see who these folks are and go over to the folks from West. If you can introduce yourself, starting at the outer end, and what have you done to prepare for this?
Well, my name is William Norris, and we've been practicing around 2 to 3 times every single week at school.
Any special tricks?
A lot of trivia pursuit.
Okay. Next.
Okay, my name is Donovan Lowe, and as I said, we've been practicing 2 to 3 times a week, just going over trivia stuff, and honestly, just looking online randomly, finding some stuff out.
I like that. Yeah.
My name is Ezra Redding, and same as them, Trivial Pursuit, about half an hour, 3 times a week, give or take, when school allows.
And my name is Grace Blanton, and same thing as they said, Trivial Pursuit, Trivia Crack, and Google.
All right. And for the folks from Vanguard, welcome back. Who was here before? Because you guys currently the champions.
Us two.
Okay, 2 of you. Starting at the outer end, introduce yourself and what have you done to prepare?
My name's Hudson Parker, and I look at a lot of maps.
That's
That's very natural.
Yes. I'm Henry Swanson. We've been getting together a couple times a week during lunch to practice some stuff, and I spend way too much time on YouTube and Wikipedia, so it helps.
Don't we all?
Yes.
I'm Luke Davis, and we've been practicing a couple times a week during lunch every week, and probably a little too much time on Quizlet and Kahoot.
All right, then.
I'm Maria Cleveland, and I've been reading a lot, and yeah, the lunch practices.
All right. Well, welcome both of you. Good luck. Now comes the lightning round. We'll have 1 minute to answer a series of questions. This is going to go to the folks from West since they're behind, and you can pick between Asian capitals, college football bowl games, or cities on Interstate 10.
Yeah, I guess Asian capitals. We'll have Asian capitals.
Asian capitals. All right. Keep an eye on that timer. And we're ready to go. Okay. Starting out with, name the country. Beijing.
China.
Tokyo.
Japan.
New Delhi.
India.
Seoul.
Korea.
South Korea.
South Korea.
Okay, I think that's right. Okay. Kabul.
Ooh, pass.
Beirut.
Pass.
Dhaka.
Pass.
Doha.
Pass.
Ulaanbaatar. Ulaanbaatar, sorry.
Papua New Guinea.
Okay, that is incorrect. Dili.
Okay, then pass.
Next was Beirut.
Afghan.
Afghanistan. That. Okay, that is time. Is that Afghanistan? All right, so that is also correct.
Kabul was Afghanistan.
Wait, you.
Okay, all right. In that case, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 outstanding. So the folks, now you can you don't have the time limit, and you can confer. So we have Beirut.
Lebanon.
That is correct. Dhaka.
Bangladesh.
Also correct. Okay. Doha.
Laos?
No.
That is not correct. It is Qatar, or Qatar.
That's
Oh, that is in Asia.
Ulaanbaatar.
Mongolia.
That is correct. And we have Dili.
Let me guess. Pakistan?
Okay, that is incorrect. It's actually East Timor. And that concludes our lightning round. The first half of our lightning round. So we'll now proceed to your turn. The remaining choices are college football bowl games or cities on Interstate 10.
Okay, it's up to y'all.
The college football bowl games?
All right, college football bowl games it is. For Vanguard. All right, we've got 1 minute. Ready to go? Starting with, name the state that hosts these college football bowl games. The Sugar Bowl and the New Orleans Bowl.
Louisiana.
That is correct. All right. What state hosts the Las Vegas Bowl?
Nevada.
Okay. The Sun Bowl, Cotton Bowl, and Alamo Bowl.
Texas.
That is correct. What state hosts the Peach Bowl?
Georgia.
Georgia.
That is also correct. The Fenway Bowl, named for the home of the Red Sox.
Boston, so Massachusetts.
Okay, also correct. The Liberty Bowl and the Music City Bowl.
Tennessee.
Also correct. The Holiday Bowl and the Rose Bowl.
Ohio.
Incorrect. The Fiesta Bowl in the city of Glendale.
Arizona.
Okay, that is correct. The Pop-Tarts Bowl and the Gasparilla Bowl.
Florida.
That is correct, Florida. Duke's Mayo Bowl, whose winning coach gets doused in mayonnaise.
Pass.
All right. So number 7? All right. So let us go back to the folks from West. You're ready for 2 more, and you can confer on these. So we have the Holiday Bowl and Rose Bowl are where?
California.
California is correct. And then the Duke's Mayo Bowl,
Where is the Duke?
whose winning coach gets doused in mayonnaise.
I want to say Florida. Say Florida. Florida.
Florida, that is not correct. It is North Carolina. So who knew? All right. Thank you very much, West. Thank you very much, Vanguard. That concludes our lightning round. Where are our scores right now?
Vanguard 275, West 125.
275, 125. And we'll be right back with our final round after this.
The 25 News app is the best way to get news in your neighborhood. The app has everything you want to know, whenever you want it, wherever you are. Get the 25 News app today in the App Store and on Google Play.
First of all, insurance companies are billion-dollar companies. They have very deep pockets. They're not going to pay unless they're forced to. You need a lawyer that has the resources to be able to go up against that kind of fight. You also need a lawyer that's not interested in settling early. Insurance companies try and put some type of value based on medical bills alone. Our job here at Daniel Stark is to learn a client's unique story so that we can tell that story to get them full value. Injured? Demand Daniel Stark.
I'm Chief Meteorologist Matt Hines with 25 News in your neighborhood.
Welcome back to the quarterfinal round of the Rotary Challenge. We've got the teams from West and Vanguard squaring off. Vanguard, the reigning champions, currently leading at 275 to West 125. Let's get back to our round of questions. Delving right in, a lot of points at stake, so who knows where the score is going to go from here. For 10 points in American history, buzzers ready? This expedition's halfway point was in Oregon, and employed Toussaint Charbonneau and his wife as translators. While navigating, okay, we have first up is from West. West would be?
Lewis and Clark.
That is correct. This is the expedition of Lewis and Clark. For 15 points, let's look at fine arts. Name this Italian artist who sculpted Mary holding Jesus in her lap in Pieta and created the marble David. Okay, looks like we got Vanguard first on that one. That would be?
Michelangelo.
Michelangelo is correct. Also in fine arts, what art form is created by gluing magazine and newspaper? Okay, I've got, let's see, looks like Vanguard was first on that one.
Collage.
Collage is correct for 10 points for Vanguard. Heading into science for 10 points. The Dead Sea has a high amount of what? All right, looks like Vanguard's first on that one.
Salt.
Salt is correct. Salt or salinity, that's right. Literature for 15 points. This author of Hills Like White Elephants wrote about Robert Jordan blowing up a bridge during the Spanish Civil War. What author of For Whom the Bell Tolls? Okay, that would be Vanguard for?
Tennyson.
That is incorrect. Wes, want to give that a try? I'll finish the question. What author of For Whom the Bell Tolls wrote about the aging fisherman Santiago in The Old Man and the Sea?
Ernest Hemingway.
Hemingway is correct. 15 points for West. Mythology. I like mythology. 20 points. Soon after birth, this god stole the cattle of Apollo. All right, for West?
Hermes.
Hermes is correct. 20 points for West. In history, 5 points. In the presidential election of this year, Jared Ingersoll and DeWitt Clinton were defeated by Elbridge Gerry and James Madison. The Treaty of Ghent ended a war between the United States and Britain named for what year? All right, looks like we have Vanguard first on that one.
1812.
That year was 1812, correct. 10 points for general knowledge. All right. Havens for these people were established at Port Royal by Henry Morgan. Robert Maynard killed Edward Teach, a man what occupation who flew the Jolly Roger, including Blackbeard. Looks like we got West first on that one, and that would be?
Pirate.
Pirates is correct. Or Buccaneers. Looking at American history, 10 points. Robert Frost read The Gift outright at the inauguration of this president, whose death was recorded by the Zapruder film.
Vanguard.
Let's hear that one from Vanguard.
JFK.
That is correct, John F. Kennedy. 10 points for Vanguard for that. Let's go back to history. The Palmer raids targeted people who supported this beliefs.
Communism.
Correct. The answer is communism. Well, going to 20 points in science. The nearest one of these objects to Earth is called one helix. Other famous examples of these objects include Orion, Crab, and
The stars?
West. That is not correct. Don't want to try that again. I'll finish the question. Other famous examples of these objects include Orion, Crab, and Horsehead. What astronomical objects are large clouds of dust and gas?
Nebula.
That is correct, nebula. Looking at history, for 15 points, this man was accompanied by Samuel Prescott and William Dawes on a journey that was signaled by lanterns near Old Boston's Old North Church. What silversmith apocryphally? All right, looks like we had Vanguard first on that one.
Samuel Adams.
That is incorrect. What silversmith apocryphally stated, the British are coming on his midnight ride?
Paul Revere.
That is Paul Revere, correct. 15 points for West. Pop culture time for 5 points. These performers may cram themselves into a tiny car. Okay, Vanguard, what would that be?
Clowns.
That would be clowns. Yes, I did. The car was a dead giveaway, of course.
Yeah.
All right, looking at science right now for 10 points. Pyrite contains this element's disulfide. What element is number 26 on the periodic table? All right, it looks like we got Vanguard saying it's
Iron?
iron is correct for 10 points, Vanguard. Also in science, 20 points. This compound is oxidized to produce nitric acid in the Ostwald process. Artificial nitrogen fixation is used in the Haber-Bosch process to produce what compound? All right, for West?
Copper.
That is not correct. What compound with the formula NH3?
Ammonia.
Correct. The answer is ammonia. 20 points for Vanguard on that one. Social sciences, 15 points. The Sally Ann test was created to verify the mind blindness theory of this disorder. The extreme male brain theory of this disorder holds it is caused by over-systematization. A form of what disorder was formerly known as Asperger's? Looks like we had West first on that one.
Autism.
That is autism, correct. 15 points for West. Looking into the history of history. After this explorer died at the Battle of Mactan, Juan Sebastian Elcano completed a journey in his stead. A strait separating mainland South. Okay, looks like we got a guess from Vanguard on that one.
Magellan?
That would be Magellan, correct. 5 points rather for Vanguard. Looking at religion. What religious group, whose leaders included Brigham Young and Joseph Smith? Vanguard.
Mormon.
Correct. Mormon or Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, LDS. Yep, 10 points for Vanguard on that one. All right, let's try grammar for 10 points. Function words lack this property. We're down to 30 seconds really quickly. While conjunctions typically lack it, what property is the first letter of the first word in a sentence and the first letter of a common noun? Proper noun. All right.
Capital?
Capitalization is correct. And I believe that may wrap us up for this round. Score is
415 for Vanguard and 210 for West.
all right. 415 for Vanguard, 210 for West. Vanguard, we're moving forward to the semifinals. West, you guys are amazing, brilliant. Thanks so much for participating. Thank you both for joining us so much. Everybody has been brilliant this evening, and I appreciate you being with us as well. Be sure to join us again next week for more of the 2026 Rotary Challenge.
I'm Dominique Lay, your neighborhood reporter at Baylor.